said no.
Yeah. I can talk for you.
Well, listen. Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you and you tell everybody else. Okay. So let's practice. Okay? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Welcome to the Expat Club.
Welcome to the best expat club in the
while
whole
we sort
world.
the microphones out, welcome everybody. For our guests in the room, let's give an applause. We've got a couple of new members again, so give them a hand.
All right.
Okay. We have Rose Weston here, who's our speaker. Give her a hand. Okay. We have your famous MC here. Give him a hand.
No.
Neil's right doing news and that. We've got Ian doing the open forum. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And Rose is talking about helplines. Okay. Now, very quickly, couple.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are, right?
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just in time. Just in time for me to share one or two personal experiences with regards to helplines. Okay. I remember many years ago I tried calling the tinnitus helpline. Let me start again.
There
Good morning.
I remember many years ago calling the tinnitus helpline.
Yes.
It never stopped ringing.
It never stopped.
Not bad. Thank you. Okay, and so carrying on that, again, now just as an aside, I haven't had a drink now for maybe 30 years. And I remember many years ago calling the Alcoholics Anonymous helpline and asked them how to make a sangria, and no help at all. Okay, final one then. Question. What are the odds of a chronic gambler even calling the addiction helpline? What are the odds of a chronic gambler even calling the addiction helpline? Now this is serious. I've got $100 betting on this one. Think about it. A little bit too complicated. Okay, next week I'll bring the level down again, okay? Okay, Neil, okay, well, I've got to have one more.
Thanks for the warning.
No, nothing. Only about last night I had a nightmare that the disco was making a comeback. At first I was afraid, then I was petrified. Thank you. Niels, come sit. Where's he gone? Niels! No microphone, but...
You've been cutting down on the jokes.
Okay.
I thought there was some more. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I've been giving out these cards. I guess everyone have them. They are the helpline cards from Rose. They're done by our wine man, Mr. Ray. He has sponsored these cards for Rose and the helpline. And these one are temporary. The real one will be as a credit card size in the quality of a credit card. And they'll be done in Bangkok, and it takes time to get them. So we'll probably have them ready within a month's time. And the idea is to try to get as many foreigners to have one of these in the pocket. Rose will give you all the details, but I can reveal you two things. You have an accident, you're unconscious, and you get to hospital and they don't treat you. If the card is there, it's likely that people, they will call the number, and then somebody from the helpline will approach the hospital and tell them about their duties, that they have to give you basic treatment and other help. The other thing, you have an accident, and it's not really your fault, but a person gets killed in the process. You get arrested by the police and put in the holding cell in the police station, which is not a nice experience. Call the helpline, we come and take you out of the jail. That's it. Rose will give you all the details. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about is a little bit different than the news and notices this time, because there are no new news. I told you last week that there will be a repetition. Would you like us to be Danish citizens or Thai citizens? I said, well, up to you. I said, Papa, where are you going to live? But I'm going to live the rest of my life in Thailand. Okay, then it's easy. We just stay and become Thais. And what about vegetarianism? You are vegetarian for all these years. Would you like us to be vegetarians also? I said, no, I would like you to be happy. So what is important is that what you eat, which is a very important process of your happiness, that is something that you really enjoy, feel happy about, feel comfortable about. To be a vegetarian and being it as you sacrifice something, that is not the way of being a vegetarian. I am vegetarian because I really enjoy it. And for other people, I don't mind. I've never been an advocate for other people to become vegetarians. Up to them. And definitely my sons, up to them. So they eat everything and big steaks and all that. Okay, the program benefits that Monica is talking about, whereas contrary, it works incredibly good if you are happy and you are positive and you feel good mentally. And then, you know, it's a very broad thing, well-being, and of course, if we're happy, well, well-being for sure. And so Monica, she will come here and she will reveal, I'd like you to really, after she finishes her speech, shoot any questions. This woman, she really have the answers for you. Thank you very much for your attention and have a great day.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I heard the gentleman right there say that I don't want to fall asleep when somebody's speaking. so I'm going to speak loudly. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited. You know what's next? And I just can't hide it. Okay, thank you, Good Neil. Thank you, all the members. Thank you for having me here. My name is Rose. You can call me just Rose or Rose Western. I am Thai, yes, and English is not my mother language, so please bear with me. Am I in the picture? I want to be in the picture. I want to be in the lights. So I see ladies and gentlemen here, expat, and Good News already just opened introduction that right now there's a network called FAST Services. FAST stands for Foreigners Assisted Safeguard Total Services. Thank you. So I was graduate a nurse, okay, bachelor degree, but I could not stand working 13 hours in the hospital. And when I was graduated at the nurse future in Thailand at that time, right here, when doctors, everybody go right there, you know, so I decided after I finished paying off the scholarship, working for the government, I wanted to quit. And I quit. My father was a big police. He almost disowned me, you know, because he wanted me to stay in the nurse and then wait until 30 years old to get pension. I said, Dad, this is not my thing. I'm just going to go to take the journey of a fool to just explore my world, what I want to do. And yes, and then at the end, after trying many businesses, I ended up to be a courtroom interpreter, working with the lawyers in many different cases. They said lawyers are everywhere, right? Lawyers go to hell more than go to heaven. But they are everywhere. In every type of businesses, they are there. They have to be advisor, right? Legal advisor. And I was a court interpreter. Luckily, with my age, it's so bitter to say it's come with age. You know? I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So it's come with age. So because I grew up with my father around me, so I learned a lot from my father. Down on your knees.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I hope it does.
Down on your knee with the ring. Thank you. It works. Thank you. All right then. So, working in the court, with so many different lawyers from Bangkok, Pattaya, and I have been called to go to the up north, down south, Bangkok. So I have learned a lot about loophole and some weak, strong point and down point of different lawyers. And I learned from court process. And I learned from so many things. And because every case I have to be interpreter for foreigners, then I have seen so many cases that the foreigners became victim from their very own circumstances, from their very own negligence of the legal team. Don't get me wrong, so many good lawyers. But some of the cases that I had to help happen to be minority, but it's huge and a serious damage to the foreigners. And you know, the foreigners always have to suffer more than Thais. We know that. You got passport, you got confiscated, and then you don't know what's gonna be. And you sometimes you got intimidated by some legal prosecution, want to make you surrender. You're gonna have to surrender. I'm gonna prosecute you. Not only from civil case or litigation like that, it's criminal prosecution. And in Thailand, it is the accusing system, right? Anybody can accuse anyone, and the person got intimidated, become accused person. Then you have to prove yourself that you're innocent, but you have to go through the court consideration process. Sometimes the court think that okay, the case is could be enough ground, so let's accept the case for trial. And when the case is accepted to become the defendant, you have to bail yourself out. That's why many times foreigners got intimidated this way, and many other ways as well. And language barrier is one of the most common causes that make foreigners fall into traps. Corruption, yes, misconduct, corruption, yes, prejudice, yeah, unjustification, and all the races. You all come from big currency money, but many officers here, they are racist. They hate Farang. so many times I have to fit their mindset, and I have to gain the respect for my clients. You know, they're gonna have to have respect for my client. So what is fast service for? Actually, it's already said. Where is go? It's a foreigners assisted safeguard total services, mean everything. I can never sit here and describe what I can do or the team can do, because there's just so many problems that foreigners have to run to. But please don't call me before 3 o'clock in the morning, dear friend. Rose, I got breathalyzed, and that's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And the gentleman is so sweet. I talked to him. He said the police want over 5,000 baht. I said, if you want 5,000 baht, give him, because he will do better than me. You know, most of the cases end up 10, 20, 30,000, 40,000. But if the police only say that, okay, 5,000 baht, then keep them. I cannot go down and insult the police, want to go down to 2,000 baht. So don't call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because of that. However, it happened in the middle of the night. I woke up for something that maybe not that urgent. The person can wait until the morning, you know. So if you have anything emergency, call. But if you call me at night, I charge you straight away. My beauty sleep got disturbed, you know. So yes. So yes, this is people, foreigners and Thai. Of course, Thai normally don't call me. Foreigners, you need legal advice. Which direction you should do. I saw many foreigners who took the wrong way and turned that strong case to the very weak case, because they thought that I can try to negotiate by myself. And the person who stole the money from them, they knew the law. They knew the step of law, how to store the time and get this out of statute of limitation of criminal prosecution to go down to civil. And when it get out of criminal prosecution, go down to civil, then that's it. You don't have anything to grab them by the balls because they already know that when you go past this, they have the written text messages, communication to show to the police that the foreigners already accept that we will pay back slowly. That's civil. When you accept them to pay back slowly, instead of going to the police or get a lawyer to prosecute them for fraud, for cheating, for stealing, then it's just hard for the foreigner to get the money back, right? So I've been through so many cases with problems that foreigners have to face. So ask me to explain everything today, I cannot. It will take 3 days. So just anything, call for advice first. The gentleman right here talked to me downstairs, you don't mind? He said, I would like to hire you to come to the house, maybe sometime soon. I'll get everything from the computer because he would like to make everything ready. So I said, okay, do you have any last will? He said, no. Okay, we do that as well. Last will with a same cost and not expensive. If you like last will, you don't need the lawyer to do notarization, but if you do need that just for your own comfortable feeling, we have that as well. We have alliance, we have lawyers, we have police officers. They're not really our alliance, but because we deal with them so much and they know who we are, so we can talk, and get them to help in some case or not be so harsh on our clients. You know what I mean? So apart from that, visa as well. We do visa. Some hard case coming to us. Student visa, retirement visa. Some visa is just like really just at the edge, and then we have help. Okay, Thailand is. A wise man said to me, Thailand is a land of compromise, right, Kunil? That's the wise man who said to me, and I like that statement. I like that phrase, that statement, and it's true. Love it or hate it, you have to find a way to enjoy it, right? Enjoy your life is here. So that is fast services. I'm not gonna say much because it's so much. When you're gonna start having any legal litigation or legal cases or litigation, pick the phone and ask me if you would like to. Do you have any lawyer that good for this? Do you have any lawyers that good for that? Because I've been working with so many lawyers, I know what their expertise, what their weak points, which lawyer is good for condominium act, which lawyer is good for felony cases and things like that. So I can give you advice. My fee is very low. It's a few thousand baht, up to a bit more. And advice mostly on the phone, it's just free advice. As long as you don't take too much of my time, then maybe I ask for a little bit. It just, this will save you a lot from going straight to lawyers. Going straight to lawyers is good too, and you got the down packed information. But anything that I cannot answer you, I will take information. I will talk to my lawyer team and get information and get answer back for you. Okay, so that's what I can promise. I will not give you any answers I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer, but I will give you information that you need by consulting with my lawyer alliance. And I'm just gonna open for the question, News, because the question will lead me to explain a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, now is anybody want to ask me anything? Down on your knee, don't forget. Oh, the gentleman first, the gentleman. Yes, sir.
If you've done a will
Yes, sir.
in your home country, whichever
Yes.
that is, wherever you are, do you have to do a will here in Thailand?
Well, mostly to make it a lot easier, your assets in Thailand, you should have the will in Thailand to cover the asset in Thailand. Just invest a little bit of the fee, then everything is covered. Then your lawyer from there have to fly here. It's just so much after you're gone. But don't hurry, okay? Don't rush. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
What seems to be most popular or occurring thing that foreigners get in trouble for? That you get calls for?
Accident, yes. I just helped one couple, American and Thai lady out, but I could not do anything much with that case, and the other Australian and a Thai partner as well. I could not do much apart from try to do the best. Hello, best I could, because when you have accident, try to call the police. If you're in the right, if you're in the right, if you mostly in the right. Yes, because a few cases that I have helped, because the foreigners feel so sympathy to the other party. They are the sidecar vendor, or they are the kids. And in this case, the kids about younger than 18 or about 16 drove the car to school, and then collide with his Thai partner. But because they're so sympathized and they're just kids, and the kid gave so much promise, and he's Chinese anyway, not Thai. He learned in the school in Soi Nam Thap Wan, on Soi Nam Thap Wan, the Chinese one. So he told the person to let him go. My father, my mother, we have the home there. You come to the house, show the house, everything. My parents not here. When they came back, we'll pay for everything. And the person got injured, his foot. So they're gone. The police didn't get involved. And then everything turned. They just didn't want to do anything, didn't want to cooperate, didn't want to help anything. And they called me, Rose, can I hire you to come to the police? Because it's been like 2 months now. We got nothing going on. We don't know what's going on. I went there, the police explained that because the first moment they did not involve the police. So then, either they are in the right or in the wrong. Now they are not the legal or legitimate victim or damaged person. The police could not do anything much but trying to mediate and negotiate. The police could find the Chinese boy and the parents for violating the traffic law, driving with no license and underage, but that's traffic law. But the infringement over this person who got injured and everything, they're still fighting right now, trying to get a couple $100,000 baht of the hospital bill. You know, so as soon as you get accident, call somebody. Call me or call your lawyer, call friends, say that, what should I do? But the first thing, you need to get the police involved, wrong or right, then if you're in the totally wrong, then please try to get yourself out of that. My very own daughter, 2 weeks ago, at the top of, on Sukhumvit Road, top of Pattaya, South Pattaya Junction, she drove motorcycle between the traffic, between the car space, right? One crazy lady, Thai lady, point out behind the other car that stopped for traffic light. She come out, hit my daughter. Nothing much, but she failed to hit the car. The car got insurance, and then I was just left my daughter. We ate together. I was heading back home, and she stayed in Pattaya. She said, "Mommy, I just got accident, so I had to come back." Before I got back to the accident, she said, "Oh, mommy, they said I could go because I didn't do anything wrong." I said, "Okay, you go." And then after that, she called me again, "But my bike got crack." So I said, "Okay, I'm just about to get there anyway." So I stopped and have a look. And then the police involved. You cannot go now. Because in the police opinion, both are negligence. But even though my daughter comes direct from the straightway, and the lady who came out and hit her, and the car that got the lady fell and hit them, both of them said my daughter was in the right, but not the police eyes. The police eyes say that if you didn't drive so fast, my daughter said, "I didn't drive fast," but she just point out like this, space is this much. So when anybody point out, it's gonna hit. Anyway, you cannot say anything. Yeah, you cannot say anything. So if you can go, but don't hit and run. The first lesson is that if they said, "Oh, you're in the right," don't be, just go. Yeah, just go. Don't stay. Because when the police come, things can change. Things can change. So that's an example. Accident. People who would like to start litigation, call first. Make sure your lawyers understand the nature and complications of your case. I have held quite many cases, big disaster. You know, luckily that we flip some case, we have to involve a lot of money to try to flip the case over again, because the lawyer said yes, and wrote anything that she or he think that he or she understands. And then, especially in the criminal prosecution, you cannot get the fact wrong. When you get one fact wrong, the benefit of doubt go to the accused, right? And then you just take the case for nothing. And this is a few cases that one American man, he was the victim of the bank manager fraud. One bank, about 500-600 million baht, right? Yes, and then a few years ago, right?
Capricorn, I think.
That's not for me, from him, okay? Yeah, but it's nothing to do with Capricorn. It's a bank manager that in Pattaya, and persuade everybody to invest with his scheme, you know, with the trading. Trading is good. Forex, I think it's forex trading. Forex trading is good. I trade forex, so forex trading is nothing wrong with that. It's just something that the man did, and then didn't get the dividend as promised. I was in England, and then when I came back, the police called me, accused this person, an American man, to be the crime suspect. I said, no, he's a victim. He lost over 8 million baht. What are you talking about? And then after I came to the police, the gentleman hired me to go to the police. He said, as soon as I come back from England, Rose, are you back? I said, yes. You're gonna have to help me. I said, what? And he didn't realize that the police looked at him as a crook. Yeah, he thought that because in his point of view, his lawyer helped him send a young lawyer and a very young interpreter to go to the police to give a statement to the police, and after that, nothing happened. So he called me because in his mind at that time, he wanted me to chase things up. When I got back, the police called me, it's different thing completely. Oh, he is a crook, he is a crook, he is in conspiracy, he's a crook. I said, what are you talking about? Yeah, I read all the case because this is the deputy superintendent sent from the central part in Chonburi to come to take all the cases with this bank, with the same. And this case, it's just so wibble. It's just like confusing. So the police think that this gentleman, I say Mr. A has lied to the police because he took the case from another young police. So he didn't know what's going on. He just read from the statement or interrogation record. Then he said, oh, he is in conspiracy. He is a crook. I'm gonna get him. He said that to me on the phone. I said, I know the gentleman is not a very kind and gentle, but I know this man is honest. Sure that he's not. When I got involved, I learned that because the lawyer didn't care to look at the evidence, didn't care to look at anything, she, with a foreigner husband, had the office here. So wrote anything that she thinks just out of her own imagination, and send the young lawyer pay cheap, young ladies interpreter pay cheap, and not much experience. She could tell them anything that she wanted to the police station. And then that is the consequence when you got, and then it took a lot of effort. I worked for this to fix this case for about 1 month until my guts, it just like squeezed at this every time. I couldn't sleep, you know, but I have to study all the case. And this gentleman, he never kept any evidence. That's the point. I feel sorry for the lawyer too, but she should not conclude the case lousily like that. You know, because the damage got to the foreigner, to the client. Thai or foreigner the same. Just example. My example mostly is in the court of law, and also dealing with the police, dealing with the public prosecutor who really just like have, some of them got no respect for the foreigners. You have to have someone who protect your rights and talk on your behalf.
So, according to your saying, lawyer is useless.
No, not everyone. No, most of them are good.
Useless? Why to have to pay a lawyer?
No.
You want
You
no
get me
chance?
wrong. You get me wrong. I talk about a few cases that I have to help, and that was a disaster caused by lawyers. But most of the cases, no. Some cases, the lawyers took the case. It's not really the big disaster. We fix it along the way because the lawyers don't understand the Condominium Act, things like that. I have to help and fix it on the way. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking about the huge cases. Most of all, I just want to tell the foreigners and the ladies and gentlemen here that get the good advice first from lawyers, from me, from the good friend who have the connection with lawyers or police. Which one is to be criminal prosecution? Don't let that go. Okay, I talked to one couple yesterday. You know, Scottish and Thai wife. They love each other very much. But I just found out that they let the chance to squeeze the person who cheated them go because they did not know that they could take criminal prosecution against them and nail them. But because it's past statute of limitation, which is 3 months about, yeah, then they lost that. They lost that, and they enter into civil negotiation without knowing that they are losing the grips on the strong case against the person, if you know what I mean. Yes, so lawyers are good. I'm talking about some case, some lawyers, they did not understand the nature and complications of your case, but they just like take it first. We learn about this later, but then things coming up, they forgot to learn. They forgot to tell you that I really don't understand this part. Can you please explain to me again? You know. So I gave example before that lawyers call me, P. Rose, can you come to my office tomorrow? My client have to testify, and the case already opened 2 months ago. So the court date is tomorrow. So today, can you come to the office and read the written statement I prepare for my client, so he will understand what to say. So I got there, read everything, and then he said, whose case is this? It's not my case. You know, so I said, what? This is your case. This is the first day I just got there. And then he said, no. And then we have to fix, but the problem is when it's criminal prosecution or even civil, but mostly it's more heavy for the criminal prosecution. You cannot make so many mistakes of the nature of your case. You can make the wrong typos and things like that, the years, your age, you know, you're 25, if I wrote 15, you know, something like that. 36, I'm so sorry, my bad. So, yes, so all I try to say is that the proper advice is the most important thing, especially for you ladies and gentlemen, the expats and the foreigners. And then if you get intimidated, if you do something wrong, you can call me too. When you get intimidated and you get extorted of the money, you know.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's the best way first, and say, sir, madam, I need to call my helper. Yes, and then let us find out what's going on. Then we can read between the lines what they want. You know, because we know them, they know us, we know them, you know, read between the lines. So, next question, please. Anything?
First, a comment. In the United States, when you're arrested, the best advice is don't talk,
Yes.
and you may walk.
Yes.
So in other words, when the police take you, this is in the United States, now I presume that applies here. If you're arrested, don't say anything, as you said, let me call my lawyer, please, you know, am I correct?
That would be the first thing that I would like to agree with you, yes. Thank you, sir. Because sometimes when you talk, you don't know, you open the door for another attack. and you don't know the police point of view, maybe see things differently from what you see, and you are the victim, or you are the one who made a mistake caused by negligence of your own, or be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or be the victim of the circumstances. You know, anything could happen. Just like the gentleman said, try to either call me, call our team, or call your lawyer, call somebody first. You know,
If the
just,
police refuse,
pardon?
if the police refuse, you call your lawyer.
If they refuse, he's asking if they
Refuse.
refuse, if they won't allow you to. Will they allow you?
Ask for money. Ask for money, and you cannot fall in France or England, your country. Okay? Because I saw a movie about that.
The movie in Thailand?
Yes,
The movie or the real video clip?
Yes, movie about that. Foreigner, okay, police track a criminal having drug cocaine.
The criminal.
He was afraid and
Right.
put the drug into the pocket of a foreigner.
All right.
And the police arrested the foreigner. And the foreigner police commissioner did not want the foreigner called in his country for help because the criminal took money and he had no money. No money because the criminal robbed the money.
Let's see if I understand. There are two people in this, right? One is the innocent man, one is the criminal.
Yes,
Okay, the criminal robbed and took the money of the
criminal got away. Criminal got away.
victim of circumstances. Wrong place at the wrong time. If the police,
With his money.
the police has no right to refuse for you to call for your assistance. If you in the very bad situation and you really cannot call anybody and you in danger, give them what they want first. Get yourself out of that. Try to make some recording, you know. Try to make some recording. We can try to get them back later, get back on them later. But if you cannot do anything, if you feel like you're going to be in danger, I don't say the police here are going to kill you for that, you know. Just I don't think that kind of situation will happen to you or anyone here.
Actually,
much.
Armenia, what about diplomatic right? Okay?
Diplomatic right? You have all the
Yes, you should, if you are a foreigner, you should call embassy, for example, to have help. Okay? But if the commissioner, the police don't want you to call and you have no money and he doesn't want you to call the embassy or your family in your country.
So in that case, what do you think? What that police wanted from the person? He got no money. The police doesn't. He got no money to give to the police, and then what the police want from the person then? Anyway, it's just example. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I purchased my automobile and motorcycle insurance through a company, and they gave me advice which I thought was quite smart. They said, anytime you have an accident here, try to say as little as absolutely possible. Call your insurance company.
Yes.
Especially if you have the class 1 insurance, let the insurance agent come to the scene.
Yes.
And communicate for you.
Yes.
And try to say nothing.
Yes.
Because
Thank
anything you will say
Open the door for another.
will be used against you.
Yes. Yes, you're right. You're right. In my daughter's situation, the car that got the lady's motorcycle fell over to hit the side of the back of the car. They got insurance though. But insurance just got bankrupt not long ago. So the gentleman kept calling and calling for hours until the police showed up. My daughter was supposed to go, but because he said, my wife is cracked, so she stayed. And next time I said, next time you go, when you just released by anybody, you go. You know, the crack, we fix it. But my bike is cracked. At the end, after a long time, that the insurance man or the gentleman never answered the phone because that company got dissolved already. Something like that. They know that too when they had an accident. And so at the end, they said, okay, just because they are good people, they're not trying to extort us. They said, just 2,000 baht. I think that's cover what I have to repair. So the 2,000 baht, I said, I'll pay 1,000. And the lady who said, oh, then pay 1,000, then we go. I said to my daughter, and my daughter eyes like this, she's just so young. So everything has to be right. And she tried to protect her mommy, because mommy have to be the one who like single mom who raise the daughter. So she looked at me like, why are you giving her 1,000 baht? I explained to her later that this 1,000 baht will save you so much, right? So like the gentleman said, call your insurance if you have insurance. Sometimes just call them once in a month or so, say, are you still okay? I just call to say hello. Make sure they're still in business, you know, make sure they're still in business. Sometimes insurance company, they come and go, right? They come and go. If you with the very trustworthy company or broker whatsoever, call them every few months and say, you still okay? Just call to say that, yes, I'm your client. I like to be your client very much. Give them what they want to hear. Just check that they're still okay. Yes. Next question, please. Anybody? Who first? Brian, you choose between the two handsome gentlemen.
Let's have this one first. I assume it's on.
Don't forget all the visa, everything, contact Royal Visa. I'm in cooperation with Royal Visa.
Nice to see you again.
Speak up.
Hello. Yeah, I've got two cards here.
Yes, sir.
I've got your new card, which mentions accident, police, hospital disputes. Your old one, I just want to make this inquiry. You used to do document translation.
Yes, I still do that.
You still do?
I still do that. I still
And
do that. Yeah, you turn off my.
yeah, gone off again. Anyhow,
Forget the microphone, they'll.
forget the microphone.
Forget the microphone.
The
They come and go.
Your advice to anybody who's involved or could be involved legally, would you advise negotiation before you start talking about going to court?
That's we here for, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, diplomatic and ability to read between the lines. I think it's very
You
important.
can do that, right? Because you understand Thai and you speak English.
And
You
it's come
can
with my
refer-
age. It's so bad to say, huh? It's come with age.
No, that's good, because we're in Wonderland when we're talking to police and they're talking to a Thai person. We're standing there like dumb fucks. And they could be saying anything about it. But I know you would intervene and say, well, that's not right. So your service to expats is invaluable.
Thank you, sir.
And I've known you for many years to look after many different foreigners
Oh,
over
thank you.
different
I
problems.
appreciate that. Thank you.
So
Yeah, the
I
gentleman
have something that I want to deal with you, but I'll do it privately.
I have something to show you. One moment, please. One moment, please. Let me get something to show you. Pause this.
Two of them, and then turns out these are interfering with this one.
Yes, thank you, sir. But at the end of the day, when the police don't want to listen to me, I show them this card, this badge. You know, Kunyos and I have been nominated to be the honorable advisors to the civilian committee that inspecting the Pattaya police performance. But I will never use this first until the end of the day. I have never had to use it. So
Can
many
you buy them
police,
on the internet?
so many new police don't know that Cornelius and I, we are big enough. No, just joking. We just advisors, you know, advisors. Okay, so yes. When I go to help the client, I go firmly but politely, yes, and then speak only what I need to speak, yes, and then listen. First of all, I'm going to listen. I sit there for half an hour, listen to everybody yakking, so I can learn them, yes, and then just talk a few words that we need to talk, and that has been working effectively in the court mediation as well. Many times people call me and say, Rose, can you help me? This my girlfriend, she turned against me. She took the baby away from me. Can you help me be my mediator? I help that case as well. And the gentleman said, like, diplomatic, well experienced, and good command of good communication, come with age. I'm so sorry. I'm not a spring chicken. The gentleman, you first, sorry. Yes, your time.
I want to know if you provide advice and service to Thai people.
Yes, but mostly foreigners call me. The Thai people, they got their own friends. But yes, a lot of Thai people call me, ask me to help their domestic issues and things like that. Yes.
I had a friend call me from Chiang Mai and about an auto accident, and I just said, I'm sorry, I cannot help you, I don't know. I suggested that she contacts a lawyer. But she seemed like she was in trouble and I didn't know how to help her, so I'm glad that you do. I will give her your name.
Thank you, sir. A case before, I'll get back to you, mister. A case before called me, Rose, can you help my friend? He got stuck in the hospital in Phuket. And I forgot the name of the hospital now, even though I remember, I'm not gonna disclose it. He is waiting for his money come from America. The hospital never discharged him already, but never allowed him to move out or go home. But until his money come, and every day it costs him more, 15,000 more, because it's private hospital. Can you help? So I am quite proud that a few phone calls, he got released, and then with signing of the document, I just have to talk for his right, human right, constitutional right, whatever, that he need to have. So yeah, that's one case as well. I have helped. Sir?
I hear a lot of foreigners, I hear stories, and I'm always tapping into other people regarding healthcare here in Thailand. They'll go into a hospital, the hospital will tell them this is a package deal price for this particular issue, but then when they leave the hospital, the bill ends up to be much, much higher. Can you help in those situations?
I only can say I'll try my very best. Depends on the circumstances. I love you too. It's okay. Okay. Thank you, Brian. I feel sorry for giving him a big round of applause, please. I have to go through this so much. Every Tuesday, I think he has to go through this, and
Would it help us foreigners if we actually, when you walk into a hospital and you sign the papers, put on the fucking paper, say, I agree to this amount. Any other fee that's above this amount, I have to give my written permission.
Austrian consulate.
Have you seen foreigners write that on the contracts for the hospitals? I actually did it in my last surgical procedure. The hospital was okay with me writing that, and the bill came in as 50,000 baht, lower than what they quoted.
Thank you. That is a good point, because it's important you have to demand what you want before they cut your money. Anyone, hospital, services, anywhere, before they cut your money, demand whatever you want them to accept. Thank you, sir. That's a good advice. And even in the court, today, 3 o'clock, I have to go to police station, assist one client, Norwegian, and because he doesn't trust the police, he doesn't trust anything. For 10, 11 years he's in the court, cases by case. Oh, one thing remind me of it after this, that I'm going to talking about the baby cases. Remind me, okay? Because I could flip over and forget. This gentleman, he demand, you want me to sign this? I want to write at the bottom like you did. I have never received the certified correct translation of the document in English yet. And even he wrote that in the court, because see that he really didn't have no trust, the court allowed. You have the right to request what makes you feel safe and confident. Don't let anybody intimidate you. In my case, I talked until the police said yes. I talked until the judge said yes. And the judge doesn't want to jeopardize his right anyway. So, but sometimes the stenographer in front of the judge, she or he doesn't understand. You cannot write anything on the court document. Yes, you can. You cannot write anything in the interrogation record. Yes, you can. You know, yes, you can. Thank you for that point, yes. And the baby cases, when the Thais or foreigners got into litigation, either you sue someone else or someone else sue you and you have to defend yourself. Sometimes you say the wrong word, like the gentleman said, don't say a word, let the lawyer or your assistants, like me or someone, deal with them if they want to say or negotiate anything, because then you break down to the baby cases. And then you're going to have to end up going to court back and forth for the main case that you sue them or they sue you. And then because you try to seek help, you feel frustrated. You write this email to someone or even write this email correspondence between you and them. And this is another case that the person who is a lawyer helped her client to intimidate my client by prosecute him for extortion and violating the Computer Act, which is bull crap, because he wrote directly to the involved person, about 9 of them, and say, you have lost the case, why don't you pay? This is the option 1, option 2. If you don't do, there are going to be about 6-7 cases that I'm going to have to start on you. Then how that can be extortion? But because this is lawyers involved, the lawyer advised her client to prosecute my client for extortion and importing false information into the computer system. That is quite a big charge. However, we're gonna get him off because it's not true. This is just like to intimidate foreigners, and foreigners have to hire a lawyer to defend himself. So before you hire a lawyer, maybe I can help first. You know, I can help first maybe. I will try my very best. That's all I can say. Next, please, anybody.
Are you going to give us your business card?
Yes, you got it already, right?
No, pass them out again.
Mr. Who first? Okay.
Rose, is defamation a civil or a criminal?
Defamation is actually a criminal.
Criminal.
But if you want to add on the compensation that you require, that's the civil request attached with the criminal prosecution, if you know what I mean. Because the criminal, you don't talk about money. You talk about jail term or dismissal, right, of the case. Yes, so is that what you asked me? Yeah. Most of the time, defamation, people start with criminal first to grab you by the balls. And then for you to pay. You know, I helped one condo on Patong Hill. The gentleman, the chairman of the committee, report just normally. But you know what, lawyer again, she has the management company, and he did not say that management company gave, it seemed that the co-owners at the meeting got misadvised by her, the person name. So she sued him because of that. And then it's only that you don't have to say my name. You can say management company name.
You see, the point of the legal point is completely out of your age, out of the age you can think of. They can find anything. People can find anything to intimidate you. And the gentleman had to go through the step of defending himself, hire a lawyer, just to prove that I did not intend to damage her. All I said is for my duty of being the chairperson of the committee, reporting to the co-owners that we got advice by me. I gave him the advice that this is misadvice, because I am an independent advisor on Condominium Act. So I know quite a lot. I know quite a lot about this. Land office know me, you know. So I told the gentleman here in the committee board that this misadvice. So then he said, we seem to have misadvice by Kun Sherry. Let's say her name is Sherry, a Thai lawyer who has been the advisor to the committee board, because she set up management company, but she had no idea about Condominium Act, and then she won the bidding, because the people who got her in want to replace all the politics, you know, want to take out the other management company. So because she good with this, so she got in. So all the other co-owners were made believe that she is a real knowledgeable person. But at the end, because the chairperson write something normal, the meeting seemed to be misadvised by Miss Cherry, a Thai lawyer who is the director of the management company. She sued him just only because of that. Everything else in the whole 4 or 5 pages of email, she doesn't care. And that is what the law is. You quote what you think that's damage you, and you sue. So the gentleman have to hire a lawyer, pay the lawyer. They need to be interpreter and work together with the lawyer to get him out of this. And this is jail term we talk about. Yes, jail term. So she asked for 1 million baht compensation for that. 1 million baht. The first negotiation, I went there, and she knows me, yeah, and she would not do anything just to get me angry. And I said, okay, in mediation, I will not say much, because this is not a trial. If we say much, they know what we think, what we do. They can make homework and try to get their strategy stronger in the trial. As long as this mediation end is okay. If it doesn't end, if you say anything too much, thank to you confirm that, it's gonna go back on us. So I didn't say much, I let she talk. And then she said, Mike, I want to get compensation 1 million baht for the damage. And then Mr. Chairman said, hell no. I'm not gonna pay you 1 baht because I have not done anything wrong. The second mediation, she come down to 500,000 baht for just that statement, you know, and he just did his duty. So, but then when it go to court, because she prosecute him without going to the police. There are 2 steps, okay? If you think that someone infringed your right, firstly, you can go to the police, report the case, yes, for the police to prosecute the person, yes, and then the police gonna take years and then conclude that, okay, the case have enough ground after he called accused person to come and make interrogation and get the statement, conclude everything, and then the police gonna submit this case to public prosecutor. Even though the police think that this case has no ground, he wants to drop the charge against the person, he still have to submit this case to the public prosecutor. Either yes or no, have to submit. Public prosecutor have to check again, agree with the police or not. Yes, or he want prosecutor need more evidence. However, that is one step that takes a long time. You have to, anything happen, you have to do it within mostly 3 months statute of limitation from the day you know what violation or what crime it is, who committed the crime. Okay, 2 things. And then the other step is that you don't go to the police. You hire a lawyer, start the prosecution, criminal prosecution by yourself, but still have to be within the statute of limitation. In that case, you cut the step of the police out. Police not involved. You can go make a police report or do that, or make the complaint with the police or tell police we will take the case ourselves. We just take the report, and then the statute of limitations stop. You can wait until 1 year later or 2 years later to proceed the case is okay, as long as you file a complaint with the police first within statute of limitation. So if you take this case, we call civil criminal prosecution. You have to hire a lawyer, pay the lawyer, and then the first day it will be the preliminary examination, where the court gonna hear you. Only hear the damaged person or the plaintiff if you have a strong ground to accuse the accused person. If the court thinks that okay, we have ground enough, we take the case into trial, then the accused person will become defendant. He or she have to bail herself or himself out, and that is a two different process. Okay, so this gentleman, the chairman, had to bail himself out because the case could be, so the court always accept the case to trial first, and that's why another intimidation that the court doesn't want you to fall into that, but the court cannot risk. If the court dismiss the case now, and the case maybe have some ground, so the court have to accept the case, but that's the bad thing happened to the foreigners. Your passport got confiscated. Before you go anywhere, do anything, you have to go to the court, sign, you have to have the passport out temporarily. It's your passport, it's embassy's passport, but you cannot hold it. Okay? So that is why foreigners need to be careful which direction you're gonna start moving, especially at the beginning. I believe in the first button, okay? You put the first button right, or the other buttons always good. Yes. So anybody again? Sorry, I heard someone. Yes, sir.
I was in a situation only a year or so ago, and what I run into was, well, I was called up by the girlfriend to come to the police station. Girlfriends and scammers. Okay.
Please define girlfriends first. Is that you're in relationship?
Yes.
Two of them at the same time?
Girlfriend.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, we are.
The girlfriend on the motorbike, I bought her.
All right.
Okay, so that's the girlfriend we've got. Okay? She's drunk. We're
one
talking
girlfriend.
serious
Up to one girlfriend.
One girl.
Oh, one girlfriend.
I don't
Okay,
have
sorry.
two.
I thought
Only one
two.
girlfriend.
Okay.
Anyway, she's coming to my apartment.
Right.
And she's very drunk, and she bumps into a girl, right, on the street with her boyfriend. Now I'm at the police station.
Okay.
What turns out to be was the girl and the boyfriend puts their foot out, so it gets run over. Then, girl, she not even fall off the motorbike, rightio, but off to the police station. I want compensation.
Yeah.
Now I comes in. I walks in. Why did the boyfriend have to come in for? The reason why, righto, you pay. Now, I've got the tourist police, I've got her so drunk, right? They're asking me now to pay her, right, compensation. So now the police take her to the hospital, gets an x-ray. 2 hours later, they turn up, right? Then the general's in the car, and he comes up and he has a touch to me. He tells me how much she wants, and she's going to get 2 weeks in prison if I don't pay. And I said, well, that's a good idea. You put it off in 2 weeks. That's a good idea. Now, where's the motorbike? He said, the motorbike's going now. So they pack the motorbike up, put it on a truck, and they're going to confiscate the motorbike. Now, am I paying? No. Right? Next thing, her boss appears, who can speak a little bit English. Calm down, calm down. I said, why am I need to calm down for? You need to pay. I said, I don't need to pay. She needs to pay. She needs to go to jail. Right? So I'm telling them to take her to jail. They're telling me to pay money. Then this girl turns up and she's got a bandage wrapped around her. She's wanting 30,000 baht, right, for her problems. It costs 1,800 baht for the x-rays. The police says I should pay her. And I said, well, hang on, honey, how much do you make? She said 30,000. I said, you make 30,000? No, you don't make 30,000 because nobody makes 30,000 this holiday and walking around. Okay? 10,000. That's how much you make, right? So we finally got it out of her. She doesn't even make 10,000, right? She's telling me fibs. So I said to her, I says, look, you're going to get the 2,000 to pay for that. The police, I'm thinking about, well, how much of a fine do you get, right? Now the motorbike, they want 1,000 for compensation for the motorbike. Moving on with the story, right? I said, right, that's it, all over, put her in jail, I'm going home, and I want my motorbike, right? They said, sir, it's not your motorbike, it's not registered to you. I said, good. Well, when you're ready to give me the motorbike, you know where I live. So I goes out and sits outside. Well, anyway, everything's calm, right? The boss's the girlfriend's boss comes out. She says, how much will you pay? I looks in my wallet. I said, I've got 5,000. Okay, I'll pay 5,000 and I want the motorbike first, right? When the motorbike's here, I'll pay the money. Now, get me the motorbike, right? So next thing the motorbike turns up, right? I handed over the 5,000. The girl got her money, right out. So she limps away with a bandage. I puts the drunken girlfriend on the back of the motorbike and off I go home. Now that's 3 hours, probably near close enough to 4 hours work, right? Now the motto of the story is, right? Scams out there, and as soon as there's a foreign boyfriend's involved, up goes the price, right? That's all it was about. Now, there was no scratches to the motorbike, none whatsoever. This girl never fell off the motorbike drunk. This one, she put her foot out and went for compensation. So what you've got to be looking for out there is people who want to have an accident with you, right? Now, the police are going to threaten you. Let them intimidate you, let them threaten you, just walk out and sit down, okay? They will come and talk to you because you're the one with the money, okay? And you're the one who's going to lose the motorbike. And you're the one that's going to lose the girlfriend, right? But anyway,
thank you.
So what I did with the girlfriend, you park that motorbike over there in the car park and it can stay there for 2 months, okay? And that's it for you.
Thank you for sharing. Big applause, please. At the end, we only paid 5,000 baht and only spent about 3-4 hours at the police station. And this is not going to happen like that so often. So we did a great thing.
Did a good job?
A great job. Big applause, please.
Is your girlfriend still with you?
Yes, mate. Hey.
Alright.
She's, how would you put it?
Angry?
She's in her unit. I rent her a unit, right? Okay. I rent her a room because they come with family. Okay. They come with a mother, and as soon as you move them in and you go out the week, the mother comes in. Now you got right. So the best thing to do is, that's your room. That's okay. I'll just pay for it. But when you have an upset, you go and live there.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Yes, the gentleman got it right that don't let anybody intimidate you. You have the right to just call for assistance if you're not sure, but he's so sure. He's so sure what to say. So it's good on you. Yes, and the first thing is that if there's CCTV footage around there, then please try to obtain it. I just have to help Big Ron obtain CCTV footage because he got on Soi Wo Khao. He was going, and then because going slow, and the gentleman from England about to leave the country, leave Thailand the next day, he just ran like this, and then turn to the right, to the front, hit Big Ron, and he fell, and he broke his hip. And then the police did not get involved at that time because nobody called the police. So it took me quite many days to try to obtain CCTV to see the person, but then I gave it to Big Ron. And it's up to him if he wants to pursue the man or not. It seemed like he just want to let it go. Yeah. Because in CCTV footage you cannot see the face clearly. We didn't know we don't know who he is. Anyway, but we can trace him. The immigration officer told me that in this kind of case, as long as he can see the face, he can put the face right and compare with the immigration monitor screen. He will find the person. That is the other case for the future. So if you have anything you don't know, try to take a photo of the person and let me try to get a little bit of fee. You know what I mean? Yeah, to find the person, find the name, find the passport number. Then you'll get. Yes. Any.
One of the things that you very often get involved with
is mediation
Yes.
on the domestic level between him and his girlfriend.
Very hard.
And I know you're very good at that.
Thank you, Ka. Thank you, Brian. Yes, thank you. And yes, mediation is very important to stop a lot of this, huge positivities of disasters. I helped a gentleman from America, the same case that I helped him with the police, with the bank thing. Yes, now he got custody over his child. And it's so much going on. It's breaking his heart to try to take the baby away. She said it's not his baby, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, DNA test was coming to the challenge and everything. It's long story short, right now, he is okay. You know, sometimes when I go to court, I even talk more than just interpreter. I talk and try to help the mediator, mediate the whole case. You know, so yeah, mediation is very important, especially in Thailand. In Thailand, the Thai people, let me tell you one thing, the nature, their ears, no, their heart attached to their ear. Our heart attached to our ears. When you speak properly, respectfully, politely, then it gets to their heart. Even though they first start to get intimidate you and you said, "Sawasdee krab, please help me a little bit," or get someone who know how to talk. Sometimes you have a girlfriend, but she doesn't know how to talk. She doesn't know how to put the point across. That could cause a lot more problem. Like he's not here. A person here has a business that is only for Thai people, but because he just his expertise, he opened the business in Thailand. He's based in Nagrua. His girlfriend doesn't know, tell the immigration that he has this business. You know, because for work permit, once in a while, before you renew, immigration have to come and check your office. And he had no advice from his lawyer how to make the table at the desk, office desk, look like a normal desk, not that kind of business. You know, it got down to me. I have to explain to him because her English is not so good. She could not put the point across to him that you cannot let the immigration see that you have this business. Why not? The technology here, I got the best technology from my country. That's not the point. You know, but she could not make him understand that his work permit is not for that kind of business. You know what I mean, right? So it's down to me. I have to explain to him, and at the end, he cleared everything, and then the next day, the immigration come. Okay, and we got the wise man here that help him out as well. Where is he? So yes, many things that the foreigners and even Thai people, I learn every day. With the new cases, I learn new things every day. So with you, of course, you have a lot to learn, but when you learn, always come with consequence. So better have someone who can help you, you know, and lead you to the right way. Yes. Next, please. Anything, sir, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I think we have to thank you. And assure the people that you're not going away.
QR code.
Oh, the QR code, yes. This picture that was up earlier, I took away because it was bothering the guy with the eye. It had a line ID. And the line ID, I can assure you, doesn't work because I tried it. So what she produced was the QR codes that go for the line and the WhatsApp. I now have them, and send them to me, and we're going to put them on our website so that they are available. So if you want to be able to contact her online or on WhatsApp, there will be 2 QR codes. Somewhere on the website, Ian will do it and she'll tell us where to put them. And then you can contact her that way. The telephone number, as far as I know, does work, yes? That's on the card, the telephone number that was on the card.
It works.
That works, does it?
It's just like, for some reason, when I registered this line ID, I did not realize that someone in Arabic country already had this line ID before me. When I registered this, and then I tried to use the other phone to add me online on this phone, it's come up with the Arabic name. At first I thought, oh, maybe it's my stupidity. And then someone else told me too that why it's come up to the Arabic. So
right now, we have the QR code on.
No.
No, okay. But Brian said he's gonna put the QR code for my WhatsApp and Line ID of FAST Services on the website. Yes. Please feel free to just go and take photo and add me online. Yes. So thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you.
And before you go, there is one thing that I forgot to tell you earlier on, and that is that downstairs, Ron set up a video camera so that we interview you and put it up on YouTube so that everybody in the world can see you.
Thank you. I have one more news, my personal news. I'm gonna have my humble music and snacks bar on Soi Khao Noi. It's opening soon. It's called Skywalk. How's that? Skywalk, yes. And I'm gonna be there, sing a nice song for you all. Music from 1920.
Wow.
Up until today's music, but mostly golden oldies.
Where's this again?
Khao Noi, you know the Top Chill department store?
Where?
Chill.
Soi Khao Noi.
The chill. The chill. It's called the chill, yeah.
Yeah, the Top Chill department store, and then further the chill market, you right, sir? Behind Cafe Amazon, just behind the back of Cafe Amazon. Yes, it's gonna be open next month. I'm gonna go and pay deposit today.
Well, if you haven't heard Rose sing,
I have one more news. One more news. Before I open my own place, or maybe after I open my own place, I still sing in these two venues. One is tonight, every Tuesday. Please come and support me before I lose the job. It's the humble, normal bar called Ki Mao Bar. You know Ki Mao, right? You know what Ki Mao means, right? What does it mean?
very drunk.
But I hate the name because the owner is my friend. He's from Denmark and he has a hotel across the road. He said, Rose, can you come and help me? I said, okay, I can help you on Tuesday. So from 7 to 11, every Tuesday tonight, I hope to see some handsome faces, please. Ki Mao Bar, just toward the south end of the soil. Of the soil toward the south end, toward the complex. Okay, it's on the right hand side. You know Action Street?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just past Action Street on the right hand side. It's Ki Mao Bar opposite Lucy Massage. You know Lucy Massage?
Oh, no.
Lucy Massage. Right opposite Lucy Massage. Every Tuesday. And then every Thursday, I will be on Patanak Hill Soy 5. It used to be burning. Now it's still burning. Patanak Hill Soy 5. That's the restaurant. You can sit there, enjoy the meal while sing with me or watch someone else sing and you come up and sing as well. And your girlfriend and your boyfriend or your student can practice their singing. Okay, so Thursday, Bernie Soy 5. Patanak Soy 5, Bernie. Tuesday, Ki Mao Bar, Soy Khao. Please come and save my job.
Well, a couple of years ago, I was lucky enough to hear you and your daughter Swan sing together up on stage. Really good. I wish we could do something like that. Round of applause. Okay. So I'll take you down to Ron shortly when you're ready to go down. He's all set up down there, ready to go. We'll do that one. And I now hand